Okay, we want that in this jumble of pictures provides an access to each picture individually. So it's here and only one JPEG picture containing the jumble. So it designed in this jumble some clickable areas covering here the exact surface of the pictures. So like this here, for instance, another clickable area here at that point, and maybe here another one. So the interest of this technique is that from a single JPEG picture we can create as many links as needed, either to create to other picture or to other pages of our website. We can easily imagine such a system on, for example, a geographic map showing the different regions of a country or the points of interest in a city. On a class photo, for instance, so each character could be clickable, and this individually, so that an individual form appears when we click on one of these characters. So here the picture provides an access to another browser window where we see the same picture but enlarged. Okay, so when I click on the picture, you see that a new window appears with a larger version of this thumbnail picture. So how to realize this with Dreamweaver? So the first time, here, okay, and here I can close the window. So in the first time we will open a new window in the HTML format, so using either in the creation column and the HTML key, or using the file menu here and then new. So we'll generate a new HTML blank file. Okay, so blank file here, and then we click on HTML and then create. Okay, so in this new blank page we will insert a new picture using the insert menu here and then picture here, and we will select the picture containing the jumble of pictures. Here it's a pellmell.jpg picture. Then I press OK. So then OK twice. So here I don't want to add any secondary text for the tooltip here, and so I click on OK. Well, so here this image of this picture will be made using the Photoshop CS4. Okay, so my picture is now appearing in my HTML file, and now we want to create a clickable area pointing to this or that picture of my choice. So how to do this? In the first time, so we select my JPEG picture and I'm seeing in the properties window, in the lower left corner of my window, a series of new tools or small tools. So these tools allow us to define with this one here a rectangle area, a clickable area, with this one a rounded clickable area, and with the other one a closed polygon clickable area. So I will then select to the first I will then select here this clickable area, so the polygon area, which is the best suited to my problem, and I will position to the first picture in the upper angle here. Okay, and I click here. So a new window appears here, in which you tell me what should I do if I have a website that should be accessible to the visually impaired. So I press OK. So I will do a second click at the right corner, at this upper right corner of the picture. So then here a third one here, and at that moment, so you can see that a blue area appears, and actually the clickable area is this one in blue. So I will get around easily with repeated clicks the area that I want to cover with these clickable areas. So click here, and then here, and the last click here. So I will name this area, for instance, here. For instance, I can name it picture 1. And I have just now to link this clickable area by using the usual procedure, that is to say, clicking here in, so on the search file key. So here I can modify my display here using greater thumbnails. So this picture is, I think, so this one here in a larger version. Then I click on OK. So nothing appears. So here, if nothing appears here, so you have to enter manually. So images / photo 5g .jpg. So now I will indicate in the target box here that so where the picture opens. So if I don't specify anything, my picture in larger version will appear in place of my jumble. So I will then ask to open this picture in another browser's window, and I choose for that the underscore blank option. So I can insert here a small text, a small help text. Here, for instance, the picture was shot in the small town of Hyères-les-Palmiers, dans le Var, in the Var department, so in the south of France. So here I can write here Hyères, so Var, France. Okay, so this secondary text is for the alt attribute, but we have to double this alt attribute by the title attribute in the same tag. So on the same way, so I can define a clickable area on another element of my jumble. For instance, so I will create another clickable area on for instance this picture here, which is a little more complicated. So okay, right, so I select my jumble again, then I choose here the polygon area, clickable area here, and I position my cursor on the first corner here. So I click on OK, and then with different clicks at the edge of each corner of my picture, so I will create my area, my clickable area. So now in the link box here, so in the link box, so I can choose the file where it will to be pointed. So in this case I can see here that is this picture. I click on OK. So OK. So here you have the link. For the target box, I want that the new the link I want that the link appears in a new window. So I select here the blank option, so I can add here a small help text. It's the same, I think. This picture was shooted in the Hyères city, in the Var department in the south of France. So hier, var, and France. So it's okay. Okay, I can do the same way the other clickable areas in my jumbo. So I can see in the code display how it appears. So you can see here that so we have to double the alt attribute with the title attribute. So we copy here the content of the alt attribute and paste here in the title attribute. So we have to do the same thing for the other clickable area. So it was the same text, then I copy and paste. Okay, so that when my mouse cursor goes over these parts of my jumbo, tooltype appears. Okay, so now I can save my work by the key combination Ctrl plus S. So in the right directory, for instance here, so I can name or enter a name for my file here. So maybe clickable links, and I click on save. Okay, so here in the creation display, and now by clicking on the, for instance, F12K, so I can see the result in my favorite browser. So when my cursor goes over the first picture, a tooltip appears. So it's the same when I go over this other picture. So, and when I click here on this picture, you can see that you have a new window that appears, which shows the same picture but with a larger version. Okay. So we have seen in this video how to create clickable areas and pointing to a new window in my favorite browser.